Hey Creative Heart! In this video, I'm excited to share with you my top 5 things to do when inspiration runs dry. So we've all experienced moments where we want to do something, but the inspiration just isn't there for whatever reason. And I've found in my creative life that inspiration ebbs and flows, and the more that I can relax around that natural rhythm in my life, the more productive I am. That being said, I do have 5 different top picks that I turn to routinely at different times in my creative life that help me get back on the horse and back in the studio, painting or writing or doing whatever it is that my heart's calling me. So number 1, I'll often use this if I've got a lot of thoughts going on in my head, I need to recenter, and I just need to move my body. And that is, I'll go for a walk. It sounds really basic, and it is, but it's really, really effective. And I find that it's most effective if I can, while I'm going on my walk, use that time to come back into the present and give my mind a little bit of a break and use it as a bit of a meditation. So I'll make sure that at least for a portion of the walk, I'm not trying to remunerate about what it is that I'm trying to solve, but I'll instead really pay attention to the flowers that I'm passing and the bushes and how the leaves might be changing and what my neighbours have been doing in their gardens. And coming back to the present helps to release more creativity in my mind. And all of a sudden, I'll often find these seemingly unrelated solutions will emerge. Plus, it's great for my health, so I highly recommend taking yourself for a walk. Number 2 of my top picks that I turn to when inspiration runs dry is rest. I'll do this often when I'm feeling absolutely depleted and I'm feeling like, you know what, I just need to be in the safe cocoon of my bed. And often when I'm in my bed, for me, it works as a place where ideas percolate, or I might just literally fall asleep, in which case my body is calling out for relaxation and rest and rejuvenation. And then naturally, when I wake up again, I've got refilled stocks in my reserves and I can move forward from there. I know in the past when I've tried to push through that tiredness and I've tried to, overcome it, it doesn't work for me. And so I've found by embracing it sooner rather than later, the shorter the amount of time that I need to take as downtime. So resting is my number 2 of my top picks. Number 3 is I will read. I might find a beautiful new book on Amazon and I'll download a sample of it to my Kindle, or I'll download a sample of a whole lot of beautiful new books and choose my favorite and then purchase that. And I often find that by reading other people's work, it inspires new creative ideas for blog posts and for paintings and for places to travel and things to do in my business and whatever it is that the focus is for that creative project. Now, the 4th tool that I use in my creative toolkit is I love, love, love to travel. So when I've finished working on a project, maybe I've finished a new series of paintings for an exhibition, or I've finished making an online course, I very likely will feel an unbelievable urge to get out of the house and travel. And for me, traveling is it's like walking on steroids, driving in the car and you've got this windscreen of a traveling picture show. And you get to see all these moments of landscapes, which of course are a huge part of my inspiration for my creative practice as a painter. And I find that traveling just ignites my creativity like nothing else. So that's number 4. And number 5 is I love to play. So once I've got enough energy reserves back in my tank, once I may have found some images that I love in a book or from my travels or walking, then it's about coming back to the studio or coming back to the computer and playing with my materials, playing with words until they form something that rings true for me, playing with paints and just start applying them onto the canvas. and giving myself permission for it to not be perfect and not have to know exactly what I'm doing before I begin. And I found that that sense of play will really spark my inspiration up again. So there's my 5 top picks for what to do when my inspiration runs dry. I'd love to hear from you which of those resonated with you, and if you use any of those in your creative life, how you like to refill your well of inspiration. Leave a comment down below and we can all be part of this creative journey together. So make sure that you're kind to yourself, nurture your creativity, have a beautiful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Now, if you're new to my blog and you would like some help to get started with painting and creativity, I've created a beautiful 10-day free e-course that takes you through just that, getting started with painting and creativity. And you can find that at nicolanewman.com/begin. And in there you'll be taken through how to paint an abstract painting, we'll do some writing and some photography exercises, and it's loads of fun.